Hello and welcome to another snippet of our live stream. Right, so the next thing I want to tackle is making like a level class, just an abstract one, so we can kind of make levels based upon it. I'm going to be utilizing the entity class, which we already created in the previous stuff. So let's jump on it. Right, so let's think what we're doing. So previously we made like an entity and a mob and stuff. So we've got this whole is removed and stuff like that there. We've got X and Y coordinates, some sort of initialization, things like that. Then we can inherit from that, and it's a renderable and an updatable thing. So it means that we can render it and we can update it. So the next sort of thing that I want to do is to actually put this inside, let's say, a level package. So inside the engine, new package, let's just say levels. Oops, let's not say levels in there. Oops. You gotta love when it doesn't really sort of focus it onto that. Levels. So now we've got this new levels package. I'll make a level class. This one's going to be an abstract class, so we can sort of inherit from it. Let's zoom in a bit first. Abstract class level. There we go. So for this, I want to have like a width and height of the level. So it's going to be protected so that it can be inherited from. Int width protected height. Then I want, let's think, I want a list of entities that's available to us. So protected list entity. And we'll import list. And we'll just call it entities. For now, we know it's going to be a new array list of entities, so I'm just going to do it here. You could opt to do this inside your constructor if you like as well, but for now, I'm just going to do it here anyway. So new array list of type entity. So that's that. So now we're going to make a constructor that takes in a width and a height, and also one that takes in a file name. So we're going to have kind of like two options. And yeah, so let's do some more protected stuff. So protected level that takes a width and a height. And that's literally just going to make it instantiate it with those things. So this dot width equals width, and this dot height equals height. Then we're going to make one that takes in a file name and it loads it. Now, loading is going to be completely dependent upon what type of level you have. So this is going to be an abstract class, abstract method, but the instantiation of it's not. So let's say protected level that takes a string file name. And all it does, it runs load, passing in the file name. So we need to create load next, but that's going to be an abstract class. We're not going to actually really make it as in make any logic to it, just going to make it so that it can be overridden. So public abstract void load. That's going to take in a string. Fine. Now I also want to be able to generate a level perhaps. So we'll do a public abstract void generate. We want some getters as well. So we want to kind of be able to get the width and height. So public int get width. That's going to return the width. Same with the height. Public int get height. Return the height. I also want to be able to add an entity to this. So to add an entity to it, I want to take in an entity, don't I? So let's say a public void add. That's going to take in an entity. So adding things to the level. And then all we'll do is we'll do an e.init, passing it this level. And then we'll do a entities dot add the entity. At this point, the init doesn't take in a level yet. So we need to kind of update our entities init method. So let's go and do that. Where's our entity? Init is just taking nothing. So we want it to take in a level. Okay. Obviously the level needs to kind of, you know, have something done when it does that initialization. So there is some more bits that we do need to do to this. So if we literally think about that, what we want to do is we need to have a look at the things that it's got. So we want it to have a level. So we could say, literally say like, let's have a look, I've got this removed, let's put that there. Let's say private level. And in the initialization, we'll literally set that as the level. So we go down here and we'll say this dot level equals level. Okay, so now we go back to our level, we have a working initialization. So that kind of links up each entity with the level as we create it. Now, entities may be sort of objects in the game. They might be movable objects, might be static objects, could be non-playing characters, could be enemies, could be player, could be anything. So that's kind of the idea about this so far. So let's think. So now that we've got a level, I think we're in a good position to think about tiles and things like that. So I'm thinking that a tile should probably be a renderable of some sort, kind of like a sprite. So well, a tile could contain a sprite, I suppose, some another level of abstraction. So we've done the texture, then the texture is encapsulated into a sprite, and then the sprite's going to be encapsulated into a tile. So we're getting more specific as we move forward. So let's go try that. So where do we want that? We want kind of like maybe a tiles thing, but the tiles are to do with the level. So I'm going to put it underneath the levels portion of stuff and make a new package called tiles. And under here, I'll make a new class called tile. Okay. And again, this is going to implement iRenderable. So we're going to do a implements. Seriously. Implements iRenderable. There we go. Sorry, just had to cough then. Right, so now what we want here is we want a sprite. So we import that. And we want to be able to instantiate it. So public file sprite. And literally we want to kind of just do this dot sprite equals sprite. And I think this is never going to be instantiated really itself. This is more of a one to be inherited from. So what we'll do is we'll make this into a public abstract class. And then we can make different types of tiles. Okay. So now that we've got those things, theoretically, a tile could be rendered. We're not going to actually render any tiles just yet. Because what we'll probably do is we'll have like maybe a tile-based level or something, because another possible level that you can make to build out what we've got. Let's see. So I think we'll give that as a good point to have a break. We've got a fair little bit done. When we get back after the break, we'll probably make like a tile level or something and extend the level, build out like some sort of map of tiles. Maybe, I don't know, make it so we can get what tile is at what coordinate or something, and things like that. So just an extra abstraction on the tiles and mixing between that and the level. So yeah, so it's been awesome. I'll see you again.